Okay, I haven't done an update in a while, so I'm going to go ahead and do one here. So if you look under here, hopefully you can see it. Nice pretty little leak there. So when I start the engine up, what happens is this fluid comes out. And so here's the funny thing. I checked the transmission fluid, nice and full, beautiful color, nice and clean. Check the oil. I'm a quart low, but the oil's nice and clean, beautiful. Check the power steering fluid, and it's empty. So I'm suspecting that this is power steering fluid. So anyway, in terms of being a newbie RVer, what's really funny is what I did is I turned the battery pack off because I'm on shore power. And so I figured I might as well turn the battery pack off because there's no sense in using the battery while I'm on, shore power. So the interesting thing here is, let me just come in here to the rig and tell you. So I go to start the generator up, and the damn thing won't start. So it doesn't start, it clicks, it goes click, 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 click. So I go and I call my dad because he's the electrical guy. And I said to him, I said, Pops, I said, the generator won't start. He's like, well, what's it sound like? And I told him, I said, click, 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 click. He said, it's the crank. He said, more than likely, it's probably because the battery's dead. The battery housing's dead. I'm like, okay. So he said, start the rig and see if a trickle charge will come over and charge up the battery. I'm like, all right, so I will. So what I did the night before is I had turned the battery packs off. So, I thought, well, I'm going to start the rig. All this power steering fluid's going to come out. And I'm just a freaking mess here. Now I got power steering fluid falling out of the front of the rig. I got a leak underneath the bed. I got a generator that won't start. And I start to think to myself, is this really a good idea? What the hell are you doing? But then it hit me. I absolutely love this thing. I really do. I really love this rig. It's an awesome rig. And it's a big monstrosity sitting in my driveway. But I know what the hope is. The hope is that I'm going to get this thing fixed. And I'm going to take this girl out. I'm going to take Myrtle out. And we're going to travel the country. And we're going to see stuff. And it's worth it. I don't have a lot of money. I don't have deep pockets. So everything I do for this thing, I have to budget and plan for. But you know what? It's okay. Because I think she deserves it. She's a good egg. So anyway, back to my story. Okay, so I remember, holy crap. I turned the battery pack off last night. Well, what would happen if I turned the battery pack back on? Maybe the generator would start then. So I turned the battery pack on, and boom, generator starts right up. Okay, so these are my newbie mistakes. I'm sure that there's going to be people out there who will laugh at me, but laugh all you want. Here's the deal. I'm going to get this. And when I do, I'm going to be a great RVer. So the next thing is this shade here. So I watched a video last night from somebody. I don't even remember, but I'll post it in the comments who I watched, because he was fixing his shades. And it looks so simple to do. So I thought, well, I could do that. There's a shade in the bedroom that needs to be fixed. So I pull the whole damn thing apart, and it's not quite fixed yet, but I know how to fix it, so I'm going to. So that's the cool thing about YouTube, and it's exciting to be able to fix things. So the only problem is I still can't figure out that water leak. So under the bed, I've looked at all the Winnebago stuff that's available, and some people tell me it's a release valve on the water pump. I even printed a diagram of the plumbing system from Winnebago itself, and so even then I'm still a little confused because I can't figure it out. So I'm going to dump all the fresh water out, and I thought maybe it was the freshwater connection to the toilet. So it may still be, but that seems to be under the floor joists. All I know right now is that I had a fan on this carpet, and I don't know how long this thing's been leaking. I'm sure it was leaking when the dealer had it too. The floor seems pretty solid still, pretty stable. But my big thing is mold. I don't want to have a whole bunch of mold, you know, growing under there. So Pops and I are going to take a look at it. But I'm bringing the rig down for service tomorrow. So I'm going to put some power steering fluid in it. The old guy's bringing some power steering fluid down. So we're going to put that in tomorrow. I promised him a pot of coffee. So he's going to be here at the butt crack of dawn. And he's chomping at the bit to drive this thing. So, but I ain't going to let him drive it until I make sure everything's fixed. So the slide's been pulled in. I pulled in the awning. So I really think we're probably ready. I got to put all this crap away because I have all this stuff hanging out. So I got to figure out what I'm going to do with all that and put it away. And then we're headed on the road tomorrow to RV and Marine for service. So I'll let you know how it goes. I'm going to make it real clear to whoever's taking this rig. I want to talk directly to the service technician. I want to tell them exactly what I want them to do, because ain't nobody going to mess with Myrtle but me. And if I can't figure it out, then I'm going to trust only people that I think I can trust to take care of her. So, and I know that's a big issue for RVers, because I think they, you know, I think you get this feeling of like, this is your house. And even though it's not my house yet, it's going to be one day. And I want to make sure that whoever's taking care of her knows what they're doing. So, anyway, I guess that's all I'm going to tell you for tonight. So, listen, thank you everybody for subscribing. Dude, it's wonderful. I got 10 subscribers. I'm like, wow, this is awesome. And thanks to RJ Adventures for commenting on the water tanks, and thanks for Pool 38 for commenting on the water tanks. I appreciate it. And so I'm going to take your advice. I'm going to go ahead and put some enzyme in there tonight with some water. And when I drive it tomorrow, we'll be jiggling it all the way down to the RV service center. And then hopefully they have a dump station so I can dump it when I go pick it up. I'm sure I won't be picking it back up tomorrow, but nonetheless, I appreciate everybody's comments, and I appreciate you visiting my my YouTube channel. All right, take care, everybody.